Hi, little eagles. This is Miss Carrie. Today I wanted to read you another one of my favorite stories called I Want Your MOO. It's a story about self-esteem, the way that we feel about ourselves. This book is written by Marcella Baker Weiner and Jill Nymark, and the pictures, the illustrations, are done by Jaro Barragan. Toodles, the turkey, did not like herself. Her legs were like sticks, her head had no hair, her feathers were brown, but most of all, Toodles hated her sound. Gobble, 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 gobble. What a horrible sound. She wanted a sound that was deep and profound, or soft as a song. When she was a little baby, Toodles was sweet and fuzzy, and her sound was sweet and fuzzy. Cheep, cheep. But when she grew up, her cheep cheep changed. It turned into gobble gobble. One day, Toodles could stand it no longer. She went to Kathy the cow. Kathy, said Toodles, I want your moo. It's long and it's strong and I want it. Kathy moved her head slowly. She chomped some grass. She said, you can't have my moo. It's part of me. Moo. Toodles went to Paris the pig. Will you give me your oink? Paris rolled in the mud and wiggled his snout. No, you can't have my oink. Oink, oink. Toodles asked Harry the horse, give me your neigh. She asked Danny the dog, give me your bark for the day. She asked the duck for his quack and the goose for his clack, the crow for her caw, the cat for meow, and they all said, no way. Toodles went to her cousin, Ralph the rooster. Cousin, I love your cock-a-doodle-doo. Each morning you sing it loud and wake up the world. Ralph stretched his neck to the sky proudly. Well, I can't give you all of my sound. Toodles sank to the ground in disappointment. But, said Ralph, I will give you a piece of it, because you are my cousin and I love you. I'll give you the doodle-doo. I'll keep the rest. Is it a deal? Toodles couldn't believe her luck. Doodle-doo, 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 she cried, spinning around. The next morning, just before dawn, when the world was still dark, Toodles was fast asleep in a sweet bed of hay. Ralph ran over and shook her. Wake up! It's almost morning. We have to sing. The sun was peeking over the field. Toodles yawned and rubbed her eyes. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo. That didn't work, said Ralph. Let's sing together. 1, 2, 3, sing. Cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle, dookle-dock-a-doo-doo. Do. Ralph looked at Toodles, and Toodles looked at Ralph. It wasn't working. But she loved her new sound, so she ran away and said, doo-doo. Do, 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 she said sadly, sitting under a tree. Far above, Oprah the owl answered her. Hoo-hoo, she called to Toodles. What's wrong? Oh, I'm going to have to give Ralph back his sound, said Toodles. I don't want to. Oprah blinked her bright, round eyes. She said, I used to want a new sound too. When I sing hoo, hoo, everyone thinks I am asking them a question. They think I am dumb, when really I am very wise. If I were like you, said Toodles, if I could say who, I'd be happy. Oprah shook her head from side to side. How do you know? If I could go oink oink or bow wow or clack clack, if I could say hiss or croak croak or yak yak, I'd be so glad I would never look back, Toodles said as she buried her head. Nobody's sound is as ugly as mine. And she wandered away to the edge of the barnyard. The little baby turkeys and chickens were playing. They were soft and fuzzy, like she used to be. Cheep, cheep, they called, running and falling and flapping their little wings. Just then, a shadow passed over the ground. It was dark and big. Toodles heard a strange, piercing sound. Shriek! Shriek! The shadow moved in a circle and it kept getting bigger. All the little babies froze in fear. Toodles looked up. It was a hawk. Toodles knew that hawks like to swoop down on tasty little chicks and swallow them whole. Shriek! Shriek! The hawk circled closer. His beak looked hard and mean. His powerful wings flapped slowly. His sharp eyes looked down on his afternoon meal. Toodles ran to the chicks and spread her wings wide so they could hide under her brown feathers. The hawk came closer. He was flying faster. Gobble, 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 yelled Toodles. The hawk seemed to hesitate. Toodles flapped her wings and yelled, gobble, 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 and the hawk flew away. Yay, hooray for Toodles! Toodles the Grand! Everyone cheered for Toodles. The baby chicks and turkeys kissed her and ran in circles. Cheep, cheep, cheep. Toodles said, my legs are thin so I can move fast. My feathers are like a warm blanket. My sound is all mine. It's all me. Gobble, gobble, gobble. I guess that I'm the way I was always meant to be. They had this really fun parade for Toodles. So boys and girls, I want you to remember that everyone is different and we all have really special parts to us, and we don't have to try to be like anybody else. We have to figure out what makes us special and important and really celebrate who we are and make sure that we're paying attention to liking ourselves and having good self-esteem. Take care, little eagles. See you soon.